Hello to another, albeit overdue episode of the Big Belly Pats. This is episode, I don't even know what episode this is, to be
This is
honest with you.
episode 31 to be
31.
exact. Because we had 30, but then remember we had the little complication, so we had 30.5. So
We
this is
could just make this
technically,
like, we could just make this like season two if you want. Or yeah, we could do 31.
well, look, we can say season 2, episode, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is like our comeback because someone's been gallivanting and someone's been just working. So, some of us have to
Don't
work.
say that like you've just been working. You only just started your first week like last week.
2 weeks. I've been at school for 3 weeks, Nick.
Okay, so you've been at school for 3 weeks, shorter than I've been traveling. All of a sudden, now I'm gallivanting. Wasn't saying all that when you was
uh,
traveling.
I was traveling for like 4 weeks, man. You've been traveling for like 4 months.
Just little spots here and there. Well, this is episode 31 of Big Belly Pats. I'm your boy Chico Dusty, aka Poppy Chulo, aka Nick, and we have
Don't forget. Whoa! Don't forget
no,
sweet.
and we have our other esteemed co-host, Mr. Moxum, Teacher Moxum. You know, how you
Mr.
doing,
Daniel.
sir?
Mr. Daniel.
Mr. Daniel. Are you Mr. Daniel now?
No, I've always been Mr. Daniel. I've never been Mr.
All right.
Moxon. I've explained
Oh,
this.
yes, right. Yeah. Teacher Daniel. How are you doing, Teacher Daniel?
I've been good. I've been hectic, really hectic. The past few, always the beginning of the year is really hectic, but I think this one is like, how do I explain it? Like when I first joined QSI, it was like a whole new world. It was like, whoa, kindergarten teaching. Now I'm teaching curriculums. I'm teaching like older kids. I'm teaching 5th grade. So it was like deer in the headlights. But then in my second year, it was like, yo, got this, bro. Obviously, the added responsibilities of being the athletic and activities coordinator. So that was pretty chilled, getting my feet wet with that, basically. And in the
My
third
boys
year,
at AD.
well, no, not a director. I don't want to be. My director wants me to do a lot more administrative work, and our school's getting really big. But I'm just like, yo, don't take me out of the classroom. Don't take me off the sports field. Those are my two things that I love the most. Yes, I will handle the admin that has been given to me if it means I work until 8 o'clock at night sometimes. I will handle the admin, like the administrative side of things of my sport and activities. I just don't want to be people's coordinator when it comes to like schedules and stuff like that. I do not want to be part of that. I don't want to make decisions for other people like that. But yeah, and then my third year at QSI, I've been moved to the middle school and secondary now. So I'm pretty much head of humanities there, or as we will call it, cultural studies. So pretty much I'm teaching literacy. I'm still teaching literacy. So to the grade 7s, 12-year-olds. And then grade 7s and 8s are combined with me for cultural studies. So yeah, I'm teaching that. Those are probably my fun classes because I know the kids and they're pretty chilled. But I'm still learning how to teach real teenagers. And when I mean like real teenagers, like 14, 15, 16-year-olds, like that secondary group, when I'm doing modern world history, I can't just go in there and be like, difference. I've got to have like actual discussions, and yeah, it's pretty intense at times, but I'm loosening up a little bit with them. I think the best thing is that you got to know that the kids they feel comfortable in your class. That's the most important thing. So they feel
Gotcha.
like, they can trust you. They can like let loose a little bit. They can be like themselves a bit because, like there's 6 students in this class and 5 of them are brand new to the school. So like this group doesn't know each other. So we've been doing revolutions, and I've just bought, I don't know, I'm going to show my phone. I'm going to show the picture, but I've bought a picture. I've bought a Napoleon outfit. So I'm showing it out there. I'm showing people that are going to view this, and we'll put it on Instagram. I don't mind. But we're starting to look at the justifications of the French Revolution next week, Monday and onwards. And I've bought like a coat, a French coat, and the French barège hat or something like that, whatever you want to call it. So I want to act like I'm serious, but also be like, you can come into my class and we can, it is literally like all these kids are super smart. So I'm not worried about your marks. You're going to get the work done. Let's just have fun during the year.
You should go and hand out croissants when you come in.
Croissants. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'll order them tomorrow. And then I'll be like, welcome to my French class. You have croissants,
Oui,
yes?
oui, oui, oui.
I'm gonna have to spice things up every time now. I'm gonna set this down and I'm gonna be like, damn, I gotta find a costume for like World War One and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's been a hectic start. Been a hectic start and a little self brag, something really proud to like, not proud, but like back in August 2022, I think that's when like even you and I had just been like introduced to frisbee, and we had started playing frisbee back in 2022. And so I introduced that to the school back in 2022. And I think at the ASA, at that first activity, that first little practice that we had on that little sports field with my kids was 5. I had 5 kids pitch up for my frisbee practice. And that was cool because we were like a school of like 63. I just had frisbee practice. There were 28 kids at practice today.
Nice.
Of all ages, from like the youngest one was like 10 to the oldest one, which was like 18. So it was really cool. I had like 2 teams. The one parent was like, Daniel, when you started this thing, you only had one little small team that you had to mix everyone. Now I had seniors and juniors, and I was just like, damn, what do I do? Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's nice to see that a little small town, little city in China, Shenyang. We're not the big boys, and we're starting to slowly make a little impact on the community.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Look at you, all grown up.
Yeah, I had to just like mumble off a little bit because this episode's gonna be all about sweet buttery Nick. Yes, I said it.
No.
And it's gonna be like your adventures, because you haven't told me sweet fuck all about your adventures. I've just seen fucking photos, and I just want to know, how has it been? Because we last saw each other in Spania, where the bay is not good enough, and
it's not the sea, it's
not
the bay.
Sea, it's the bay. Oh fuck! I'm gonna not live that down ever. Everywhere I go, that's the bay. It's not good enough.
So because we're on a time crunch because Arsenal plays today, and I think some other games are on.
Yeah.
But firstly, y'all got your boy Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
Big Heem.
Look, I'm not upset about it. It's a loan. Let's just be honest. Whatever's going on at Chelsea, it is a disaster. Regardless of if they get results, if they finish higher in the table, that club is run terribly. You can't just have like half a team training by itself. If you're not, you got to communicate with players. You can't talk about people's contracts and people's playing styles in interviews. You got to have respect on.
I'm not even like clued up onto everything about them, but yeah, I feel like I could run that team better than whatever they're doing.
Yeah, it's like you got to respect a player. Like you know that a player is not playing. You don't have to announce it. You can't say, "Oh, they're not part of my plans." You don't say that on flipping on a press conference, mate. You can't say that. It sounds so weird. Like what do those players have done to you? You've come in and you'd be like, yeah, it's just some players are probably not part of my plan at the moment, and we're looking to move them on. That's how you respond. You don't just say, oh no, these 2 players are not part of my plans. They're training away from the first team. They need to find somewhere else to go. That's just what? Like that Chelsea squad, bro. I think it's got like 42, 43 players, and now they've just like gone down to like 38. Mate, you only have like, I don't know, 20 on a bench, or 11 starting, 9 on the bench. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, that's crazy. And I don't know, like Jadon Sancho has just gone to Chelsea. What
Really?
for? You have, he's just been signed. I think it's confirmed. Bro, you've got Mikhail Mudryk, you got Neto, who was signed from Wolves, and you got Sancho, and you got What's his name? He just scored the hat trick. You got Cole Palmer, and you got the other guy that just scored the hot hat trick the past weekend. You got like six or seven.
Viduke or something.
Yeah, Maduka. You got like 6 or 7 wingers, mate. Like, whoa, why? And you still haven't addressed your problem. You're number 9. I mean, you still got Jackson up front, and I mean, is he the number 9 to take Chelsea forward? Who knows? But man,
No,
the way
he's not.
they and like what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Charaba, he's the defender. He's Chelsea's best defender in my opinion. And he's
Cucurella?
no. Chabaya. He's the British guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's been loaned to Crystal Palace. I'm like, your best centre back is at loan at Crystal Palace. In my opinion, your best goalkeeper has been loaned to Bournemouth. Like Kepa. Kepa was at
Yeah.
Real Madrid. He got injured, and then you've loaned him to Bournemouth? Like, are you guys okay? And then you've loaned Raheem Sterling, who's got Premier League experience. You keep that shit around you. You use it.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
No,
they're on another planet.
I used to try to give them the benefit of the doubt, like earlier or like late season last year. I used to be like, oh, maybe they know something we don't know. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, what if they're gonna ball out? I take back that. I have no clue what these guys are doing.
It's a weird scenario.
Yeah. Moving forward though, about these travels. Firstly, if you heard me a little cough a little bit, found out yesterday Lucy has COVID, and now I'm annoyed.
You've got it. You got it.
I'm annoyed.
You don't even have to test. You got it.
I'm annoyed because I was just sick in Paris, and my dad is coming in a few weeks,
but you should be fine by then.
Should be, hopefully. So, but anyway,
just call the cleaners into the house and just get like a fumigated house.
Yeah, but outside of that, firstly, before I get into these travels, I was thinking, we're doing this, supposed to be doing this weight loss, getting fit thing.
I've tried. I've gone to the gym today. I've played frisbee twice a week. I've gone to the gym twice a week.
No. This is not nothing. I believe you've been doing it.
I haven't made progress. I've made like progress.
I've been traveling, and in those travels, I've been eating and drinking. Now, I stretch every day. I have like a daily stretch routine that I do every morning because one day I was working at my desk, sitting there, and I called a Charlie horse. My hamstring got tight. I was like, oh, nope. I was like, I wouldn't even. I was like, how do I get a cramp from sitting? And I was like, nope, we're not doing this. So I've been stretching. So I do stretch. I worked out one day in Lanzarote and one day in Paris, but I haven't been as consistent. So I am trying to get back into it, but I am fully not convinced, but I won't be surprised if I will be singing.
So do you want to restart?
Can we restart?
Yeah. All right. So we can start. We can
because I realized when we came up with this, I was like, yeah, this is cool. We should do this. And I went on like 4 trips since then.
All right.
And none of those was, yeah.
So let's do this. How about this? I'm planning to come to Liverpool again in December, the 14th, 15th of December, sometime around there. It's probably likely going to happen. So How about this? We start. I mean, you're feeling a bit fluish. See how you are tomorrow. But if you're feeling better tomorrow, Monday morning we start the 2nd of September, and we obviously take a picture of where we are. That's it. Yeah. We take one picture, 2nd or 3rd of September, one weigh in, one measurement, just do whatever waist and chest and the scale. And then the next time we see each other, we do a comparison then.
Okay. That's not bad.
Then what we can do is that when we record together in Liverpool, one of us can sing live together.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I'm down. I'm down.
Or we make it interesting, and we find a karaoke bar in Liverpool.
I'm down for either or. Oh,
Okay, cool. So,
I got a karaoke story for you too.
oh, see, there we go.
But
Okay, so that's it. So we're gonna reset. We're gonna start again, and then from the 2nd of September, we be like, boom, we're starting, and we go all the way to December. So that's a long time. So that's September, October, November, December. It's about 3.5 months that we're gonna try. It's basically 12 weeks almost. Anyway.
yeah. All right. Cool. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and get into this
Yes.
stuff. Ooh, firstly, because I just got a notification on my phone. Make sure my team is set. I think they are.
So, guys, I just want to put on live. I just want to put it not live, but at least there's proof for it. And I'm probably going to talk on behalf of several other people that might have not seen it the way I've seen it. Now, when you log on, so just a background check. Nick and I have spoken about this. Nick is our commissioner for our Keepers League. And we've got to pick 5 players to keep in our team. So he sets a deadline. He tells on the group deadline's going to be Saturday 31st because we have our draft on Monday, the 2nd of September. And you get to keep 5 players. Now, mind you, a person like me, I've got Christian McCaffrey, got Tyreek Hill, I've got Etienne, I've got Murray, and I've got Achan. I've kept Achan instead of Mostert. But Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill are first-round picks for anyone that's doing any form of dynasty or any form of keeper or any form of fantasy football. Those 2 are first-round picks regardless of what happens. So I've kept them, and I know that I'm losing my first-round picks and I'm losing the second-round picks, and I don't have many round picks anyway because that's who I keep. I keep the players that I've acquired. I log onto my app, and
I fixed it.
I know you fixed it, but just imagine how it looked. I go into my app. Nobody has any of their 5 players but Nick. Everyone's team. Clear. And I'm just like, damn, bro. Who gave up Julian Hurts? And I'm thinking, damn, I think DJ gave up Julian Hurts. And I was like, he would never do that. He's dead. Bro, and then I was like, I look at their players and I was like, hold on, Christian McCaffrey's here. Tyreek Hill's here? Wait, those are my players. My roster's empty? Damn. And I was like, I'm not getting first round pick at all. And there's my first players going whoop whoop. And I was like, damn, bro. And I messaged you and I was like, Nick, what's up? He's like, yo.
So firstly, I'm glad that you're the only one that said something because nobody else said anything about this.
Yeah.
So no one else noticed it. And secondly, it was because I set the date to August 31st at 5 a.m., but I was supposed to do September 1st at 5 a.m. because that's September 1st, 5 a.m. my time. But the earliest guy we got planned is
yes,
Alex in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to set it to September 1st, 5 a.m., which it would be midnight his time. So it'd be like, I think you are like good until like tomorrow at like noon or 1 p.m. or something like that. But so yeah, but it's fixed. Your team is back sorted. It's fixed. A little small mess. I woke up this morning and I saw your messages and I was like, fuck. But it's fixed.
I was just like,
I've changed it. I changed it to one division. I didn't tell anybody. I only told you.
Nah.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
No, I think but like when we spoke about it during the lead up to this whole thing, everyone was under the impression that it was going to be one division, because like that second group where the first group all had like 7 and 8 like top dogs, and then some of them were kicked out, and I was like, damn, bro, that's a bit harsh. And then you have guys having losing seasons making semifinals. Nah, sit down. If you're having a losing season, sit down. It does make it interesting. It does make it interesting.
It makes it interesting. But the thing was, because some people got upset about it towards the end of the year, but I went back to previous messages and I said, we spoke about this and we agreed on it. So don't get mad now, 12 weeks in, when you're not making it. You got a winning record, but you're 6th in your division. It's not on me. We agreed to this.
No. That was the agreement. It was just like Justin winning the whole thing. Did he win the whole thing? And he had like a losing season.
He won the whole thing. Yeah.
And he had a losing season. Like, I don't mind. I was like, yeah, damn. I lost to him in the semifinals. And then he went on. Yeah, see, that's the
So
thing, though. You just have
see,
like a last
it's
three
one of
rounds.
those. It's one of those when we spoke about it in the beginning of the season, it all sounded sweet and everybody liked the idea. Then shit hit the fan. Now everybody's panties is in a bunch.
Yeah, but I think
So
we did that. We did that because we were 12, so we were 12 strong, and we did 6-6. But now we're 10, and I
no,
think being 10.
we still only got 10. We said 10 last time.
Oh, we had 10 last time.
Yeah. Lathan left.
Ah,
He wrote me. He Lathan left, but Louis' friend Corey took over his team.
okay, cool. All right.
So nobody
Okay,
left. We
so
got 10.
okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's fine then. All right. So yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think having all 10, it just makes see. There's both ways of looking at it. If you have 6 and 6, or 5 and 5, or 10, that 10 is almost like the new Champions League format, where it's just like, whoa, it can go anywhere.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
it starts to be interesting when it goes 3, 4, 5, 6. It's
yeah.
really interesting in those play battles because generally, like a person or two people would lead the league like for a long time, and then it becomes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's like, oh, one game left. Who's going to take it? Anyone's break. So it's interesting.
Right. Yeah. So, anyways, we're doing one division, top six teams, going to the playoffs.
Nice.
Done and dusted. I think the one and two get a bye,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Three plays
Um,
6, 4 plays 5.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but so yeah, that's all sorted. So let's get into these shenanigans that I've got into. Um, Firstly, because after Spain, we spoke about Spain. I went to Paris for the Olympics. Um, my first point of that I want to make: if you fly to Paris, in or out, CDG, Charles de Gaulle Airport, hate them, can't stand them. I'll never fly into that airport again. Can't stand CDG. Boy, I was pissed. They pissed me off. And I never really ever really get angry. Like I might get annoyed here and there. But to like really get under my skin, you gotta do a lot because I'm very one of those like I don't care what you say. You can talk about my family. I don't really care what you say. Like words don't really hurt me. I'm one of those like as long as you don't put your hands on me, you don't put your hands on my family and my friends, I don't really care what you say. Because I'm one of those like, it's whatever. I can wipe it under the rug and keep it pushing. Not saying nobody put their hands on me, but CDG, yo, I don't want that'd never happen. But if we would ever get a sponsor from them, I'm turning that shit down. Let me take that back. Depend on the
Take
money.
that back.
Depend on the money. Depend on the money.
He has €1 million. So shut the fuck up about us. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Best airport in the world. Best airport in the world. But until then, God, I can't stand that place. I got two things happen: coming in and leaving. So flying into CDG, and obviously I have an American passport, and obviously a lot of the pages in my passport are uh full China residence because China would take out a whole fucking page in your passport so they
Mm.
put a stamp. If you got a residence working permit, not like you just visiting.
Yeah.
So, and I'm used to when I fly to a lot of these countries, especially with like Lucy and other people, uh, when they see the American passport, they take a little bit longer to go through mine for whatever reason. I'm cool. I'm used to it. I get to the airport. I'm landed. And, you got to go through passport control. So, and it's a long line of people. I flew in. My flight from Manchester was maybe 45 minutes, an hour. I think it's like an hour, probably like an hour 30. I think it's like an hour and a half flight. So short flight, whatever. To get there, I'm going through passport control. It's a long line of people in front of me, a long line of people behind me. They get through passport. I'm going through people in front of me. The guy, he's looking at your passport. Stamp, move. Stamp, move. It's fluid. Stamp, move. He gets to me. He got questions. I'm like, come on, bruh, because I'm holding up the whole line. So he's flipping through mine, looking at me, and then he asked me, "So you lived in China?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh." So how do you feel about China? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, how do you feel about China? He's not smiling. He's like staring at me. How do you feel about China? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know if this is one of those like I don't get into the
Trick questions.
politics. Yeah, I don't know if France got beef with them or not. I don't like I'm my back is sweating to the point where it's going down to my ass crack. I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't know. 'Cause he didn't ask nobody else these questions. So I'm just like, it's cool. It's safe for foreigners. Uh, I had a great time. I don't know much bad things about it. Uh, like I'm like with straight bitch mode because I don't know how to answer this question. And then he's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I used to live there, and I'm trying to get my daughter to go. So I just wondering how you feel, so I can speak to my daughter about it." I'm like, "Bro, don't play these kind of games. Why would you do that?" Like,
Like, hey, you first introduced it. If you have a conversation with them, say, hey, I used to live in China. How did you find it? That's how
right,
you answer it. That's how you
bro.
ask the question.
I'm sitting here nervous. I'm like, bro, don't. Why would you? You at passport control, bro. Why are you playing these kind of games? I'm sitting there freaking out, like thinking I'm trafficking or something. Like I was nervous, bro. I'm like, man, stamp my damn passport, let me go. Pissed me off. So that was going there. And after that, getting the train and everything was fine. Leaving CDG is my other gripe. I when I fly with my tickets, a lot of the times, most of the time, my ticket just says Nick Brown, right? It doesn't have my
Oh
full name.
no.
I've
Oh.
been flying under Nick Brown. Like my obviously my passport has my full name, but my ticket has been saying Nick Brown since I've ever been on a flight. Right, my flight ticket, right? Never had an issue flying to the US, back from the US, flying domestic in the US, Korea, China, wherever. My ticket has always said Nick Brown. That's just what I'm used to. And are you supposed to put your full name on there? Yes, I see that now. But prior to this, I've never had an issue. And I never had an issue in China. You know how anal they can be in China. China
Yeah.
never gave me a problem, right? They just look at my passport, look at my ticket. All right, you good, go. Never had an issue. These motherfuckers in Paris. So, firstly, I get to the checkout, to get to the desk to fly out, and I already knew they were going to be on some bullshit because they were like, when you put your little bag on the scale to like weigh it, it's got to be under 15 kilos or whatever. Usually, if you're like a kilo over, maybe 2 kilos, they'd be like, all right, it's cool, let you go. Now, if you're like 5 or 6, 7 kilos, they make you take some stuff out, rearrange it, whatever. But usually, if you're like a kilo or two over, 9 times out of 10, in my experience, they're like they don't really bat an
They
eye.
don't even mention it.
They don't even mention it. They don't even say nothing. Normally, every time I've been on a flight, if I'm like a kilo or two over, I get nervous because I think they're going to say something. They've never said nothing to me. So, but I see people in front of me, and they are you a kilo over. Nah, you got to take something out. We had one lady. She was like 15.8. And they made her step out of line to take some stuff out because she was point 0.8 over. I was like, yo, y'all are on some bullshit. Like, y'all really own it.
Wow.
Yeah. Mine was a kilo and a half over. So I had to get out of line, open my suitcase, put some stuff in my backpack, and then get back in line. I'm already
Get
pissed.
back in line.
Oh, yeah. They make you go all the back around, get back in the line to go to
Oh,
recheck in.
fucking
Pissed me off.
Paris.
I'm already, but at this point, I'm not the only one because there's probably like 8 other people also pissed. They were measuring suitcases. I've never seen no one like actually like pull out uh tape measures.
What
They were
airline
measuring.
was this?
This was EasyJet, but and I thought it was just EasyJet. As I was walking through, it's every flight desk they were doing this. Now, and obviously, if you fly first class, business class, private, if your
They
pockets are
don't
deep
even
like that,
bloody.
yeah. This is just regular domestic or commercial flights, whatever.
Oh,
Um,
fuck.
but it was every desk. They were anal about this, like measuring people's stuff. It was a family, and they made I think like the kid and the daughter they couldn't fit their little bag and like they had like this little I don't know what it's called. It's like a little basket thing where it's like you got to put your bag in it to like see if it fits in there to go into the plane. I've never really seen nobody use it. They were making him use it. This kid and and the daughter, like his family, like five, but like the two youngest ones couldn't have been no more than like 10 years old. Bags didn't fit. I'm sorry, made them go back and go buy new suitcases
What?
so that they can have bags that fit. Because they were like, nah, they wouldn't let them. Or if you check in a bag right there at the desk, it's gonna cost like an extra 150, 200 euros.
Do these people like ever think that traveling by yourself and traveling with like an individual, a plus one or an extra person, it's still like a lot of work. Traveling with a family
Bro,
and then you do that, I can't sit at the desk and be like, yo, these people are traveling now. I've got to make them do this. Hey man, you guys are just mean.
they are
Mean.
assholes, bro. Assholes. So I get up there. It's my I've rearranged my bag. Uh rearranged my bag and everything. Everything's fine. I get up there, show the guy my ticket on my phone, give him my passport. He's sitting there looking at my ticket, looking at my passport, looking at my
Oh,
ticket, looking at my passport. I'm sitting there like, bro. He was like, "Are you Nick?" I'm like, "Yeah."
yes.
He's like, "Is this your passport?" I'm like, "Nigga, yeah, it's a picture of me, bro. Like, what do
Oh,
you?"
the fuck.
That's my. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. So he was like, he takes my passport and my ticket. He's like, I need to go talk to my manager. I was like, come on, bruh.
Yo,
So
yo, yo.
he,
I'm upset right now for you,
yes,
bro.
bro. And I got a flight out. This is my flight out coming back home. So I'm freaking out thinking I'm going to miss this. I wasn't like late or nothing, but obviously I got there a fair few hours early. Thank God. But yeah, he's like, I need to go talk to my manager. So he takes my passport and my ticket, walks like four, five, six stalls down, and is sitting with this manager who's helping someone else. So I'm standing at this desk. There's a line behind me, just standing there by myself. And occasionally he'll look over, give me like a little smile. I'm like, yo, fuck you, bro. So he comes back after like 15 minutes, comes back over. He was like, yeah, I need you to grab your bags and stuff. I need you to go down to this desk and talk to my manager. So
Oh,
I'm
come
like,
on, bro.
but at this point, I didn't know what was going on. So I'm like, all right, bro, it's cool, it's whatever. I grab my stuff, I go down there. The guy's like, yeah, so your ticket is a different name than your passport. I was like, but that's me though. I was like, that's me though. Like I could prove to you everything. I was like, I told him, ask me any question on that passport, and I have it memorized. Ask me anything about my ticket. I was like, I have my UK residence permit on me. I have my driver's license. Like, ask me anything. I can prove to you I am the person. Because I'm just like, just whatever you want to talk about, just ask me. I'll tell you. This man asked me, uh, my where I live in the UK, my address, and I wasn't even upset. I answered. I told him, gave him my exact address, my phone number, my postcode, told him my home, like my mom's address back in the States, where I'm from, where I've been, how long I've been in China, where I went to before Paris. He was asking about Spain. I was like, I went to here, got this stamp, this date, boom, 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 boom. I'm knocking these questions out the park because I'm thinking he's finna just let me through. He says, yeah, I can see all that, but I still can't let you on. I'm like, what are you
Oh,
talking about?
what the fuck, bro?
So he shows me the screen. He's like, well, your name is Nick Brown, and there's a bunch of Nick Browns. He shows me the screen. It's a bunch of Nick Browns. I'm like, yeah, but I'm that Nick Brown. I pointed at it, the one that shows my address here. Like, that's me. Yeah, but we don't know if another guy might come up and he say that's him. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro.
Yo, that makes me upset, man. Just
So he's
because.
sitting. Yeah, I'm getting pissed. Like I'm getting hot. Like I'm sweating now because I'm hot, but I'm also like pissed the fuck off because I'm just like because I told him I said I've been flying in a nigga. I've never had this issue before. So it wasn't until one he made me pay for a name change, which was 70 euros. I got a refund because before I even got on my flight, I called EasyJet. They try to give you the little virtual chat. I said fuck that. I'm talking to somebody. So I called them. They got it sorted out. But luckily, it was like some security guy came up and he was, because I was getting, like, you don't understand, bro. I think I was close to being arrested because I was getting pissed the fuck off at this dude. I was like, bro, just click the fucking button, bro. I told him, I was like, if another Nick Brown comes up and they says all this information, you think I'm impersonating? Come take me off the plane.
Yeah,
Come do
if
that.
you can impersonate the person that looks the most
Yeah.
different person, in oh my goodness gracious
I was
me.
like, just take me off the plane. Just take me off the plane. If you really feel like it, hey, this other guy came in with these details, the same as yours. You're not him. Let's go. I would be like, yes, sir. You
Oh.
caught me. Let's go.
Stupid people.
But I was
Gosh,
like, bro.
man.
And then it wasn't until like one of these security guards came up and he was like, what's going on? What's going on? So the guy's telling him what's going on. And I'm like, bro, I told him everything. And the security guard told the desk dude, he said, well, if his name is the issue, why'd you let him in the country? And he was like, oh, yeah. Cause obviously I got a stamp. I went through passport control with the same fucking ticket.
But this is not
And
even
the guy was,
passport control. You haven't even made passport control. You're sitting
nah,
at the
this is
desk
check-in,
and chicken
bro.
people. The only thing chicken people can do is if there's a serious name issue or you don't have the permits to get into the country. That's the only
Right.
thing they can stop you. The fact
Bro,
that
I
it's
was
oh my goodness gracious me.
I told the guy as because he checked me in and I told him, I said, because I don't do complaints. That's not really my thing. I
No.
told him, I said, I'm 100%. I went to straight Karen mode. I'm complaining. And I said, never in my fucking life, ever, 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 unless
I think that's
somebody
so
else is
good.
paying for the ticket, unless somebody else is paying for this ticket, I would never, ever, ever fly to CDG again. If I fly to Paris, they have another one in the south of Paris called Orly or Ori. I'll go there. I never fucking. And then I was on like Instagram or Facebook, and it was random. Some people were like, "What's the worst Paris? What's the worst airport?" And I just commented, "CDG. I hate those people." Just on like a random Instagram post. Dude, my comment had about 600 replies like, yes, fucking hate that. People were just slagging off that airport from all over the world. Like, that's the worst airport. Like, I wish I'd have known this before. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten into my travels yet. But if you ever fly to Paris, I had to get that off my chest. Do not fly to CDG. Worse, it's a cesspool of an airport. Everybody who works at the front desk is works for the devil's ass crack. I hate that place. God, I hate that place.
Sometimes
So
I think big belly pats is for Nick's venting sessions.
yeah, man, I had to get that off my chest. Moving on to the happy part of our
Yeah, can
travels.
we talk about
Yeah.
what the fuck you did in Paris? Like,
um,
I'm upset for you, but like, you went to Paris for a fucking cool reason.
so went to Paris for the Olympics. Olympics was amazing. Uh, you can put like a little blurb here. Paris talk starts 40 minutes into the podcast. Um, but we I flew into Paris. Paris was amazing. I hooked up with our homie Blandrew. He hates that we call him that, but that's Black Andrew. Um, I flew with my homie White Nick. His name is Nick. He's white. Uh, and then my homie Trent. We all linked up, man. Paris was solid, bro. Outside of it was hot. It was hot. But we had a dope Airbnb. Um, Paris, the subway system is amazing. Hella rats. I'd imagine it's like a lot of other places. There's a lot of rats in Paris. I thought it was a great city. I've heard bad things about Paris. Granted, I did go during the Olympics, so obviously they're going to put their best foot forward. But I thought it was a great city.
Nice.
We, but yeah, so went to Paris, man. First event we went to was the track and field. We went to the qualifier. So most of the events have a morning session and an evening session.
Yeah.
Um, the evening session would be all your for the most part your medals, your gold medals and all that stuff. The morning session would be your qualifiers, your different heats and all that stuff. So we went to the morning session at the what was the airport? St. Denis, I think it was the stadium was called.
Nice.
Uh, dope stadium. I got a bunch of photos, bunch of videos. Um, we went there. We saw the uh, shot put qualifiers, men and women, the high jump qualifiers. We watched the 200 meter. I saw like the USA team of Sasha Carey Richardson, Noah Lyles. Uh, we watched the 4x4s, the 4x2s. the 4x1s, the
Nice.
hurdles. There's a chick from the U.S. Oh, I forgot her name. Is it Gabby Thomas? No.
No, Gabby Thomas is the 200 meter and 100 meter winner. The 100 4x100 meter relay winner,
Sit.
and then it's.
Then they,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
know who
She's
you're
the
talking about. She's
Sydney
married to
McLaughlin.
the. Yeah, she's married to the Paralympian, the hurdler
Yeah, yeah,
runner.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So Gabby Thomas saw her in the 200 meter. That girl's crazy fast,
yeah, she's
crazy fast.
fast.
Sydney McLaughlin, and I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. Sydney McLaughlin, I think is how you say it. I've seen her before because she went to the University of Kentucky, so I've seen her before years ago. But even still, she was balling. Um, this woman in the hurdles,
Damn.
400-meter hurdles, 200-meter hurdles. I don't think she didn't do the 100, but she did like the 400, 200-meter hurdles. That woman is crazy fucking fast.
And with hurdles.
Crazy with hurdles. Bro,
Yeah.
we watched the 400-meter hurdle, right? So she's jumping over stuff, right? She finished the 400-meter hurdle. She slowed up at the end because this was the qualifiers. She was a good 60 meters ahead of the second place. And when you
Damn.
watch her running, she was cruising. Like she just like had a
That's
stride.
crazy. Yo.
She wasn't like putting pressure on herself. She was just cruising. 60 meters ahead of everybody. The time that she finished in the qualifier to go to the gold medal match, her time would have been, I think, sixth if she ran with the men in the normal 400.
Damn.
So
That's good. That's
her
amazing.
400 jumping over stuff is the fifth fastest in men who ain't jumping over shit, just running 400.
Damn.
I was like, yo, and they were like I think she lost a few years ago, something happened a fair few years ago. But every race she's ran since then, she shaved off half a second every time.
That's just beast
So I'm like,
mentality, man.
yeah, we didn't watch the evening session because the evening session tickets are like the morning session, I think our tickets were like 100 pounds, 100 euros, I'm sorry. Evening sessions for like the medal events, like the men's 4x1s and all that stuff, those are like 800 to 1,000 euros.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah. We wasn't
packed
going to that.
stadiums.
And they was sold out, sold out.
Yeah.
Um, so we went to the morning session, but the morning session was still packed, packed. Um, so we went to the morning session. Um, we saw Sydney McLaughlin run. We seen her run in the final, and not, I didn't watch her, but on TV we went to a bar
Yeah.
and seen her run. Um, she could have broke the world record, but she pulled up. Because she was cruising in the final of the 200-meter or the 400-meter women's hurdle. Like she was about 50 to 60 meters. Everybody else was fighting for second because you wasn't catching her.
No.
Everybody was just like, "Hey, I'm fighting for second and third." You were just fighting for a podium spot because she was like the last 50 meters. She was just cruising. She could have broke the world record if she was just like really tried,
Damn.
but she was just like, huh? She because you could see them look up and they could see the big screens, so they could see who's around them and whatnot. She looked up and she obviously probably saw ain't nobody close to me. Let me go ahead and jog this out, go pick up this gold. Same old, same old. But but it was dope, man. We got a hospitality suite. Uh, we
I saw
one
that.
of my
I was like, damn.
so so we didn't pay for that.
Oh,
Uh, oh hell no.
who?
Hell
Hold on. Who had to do something
no.
there? Someone did
No,
something sketchy
no,
to get that.
no. We ain't paid for no hospitality. So our seats were in the nosebleeds. Granted, you still had amazing seats. You could still see everything. It was great seats, but they were in the nosebleeds. And
so,
we
so hold on. So a lot of people that might listen might not know the fan terminology of nosebleeds.
the
So
nosebleeds is we
yeah.
call the nosebleeds because you high up. You're at the top of the stadium. We
Well,
call the nosebleeds because
so
you so
that's
high in the air is thin, you get a nosebleed.
yeah. So that's where you had all those ones. We also called like the nosebleeds for us in rugby was that our rugby stadiums are built a bit different, and the behind the posts on the floor in the ground basically. So you
Uh,
could so basically like you couldn't see shit besides the blood flying on you.
gotcha,
And
gotcha.
so like as kids we would have, I know what the nosebleeds are for you guys so high up, but in South Africa it's the rugby stadiums where you literally on like wooden benches behind the poles and
Uh,
you can't see shit. You have to stand up and catch the blood flying back at you. So yeah.
gotcha. Gotcha.
But yeah,
Well,
so
yeah,
for people not knowing the sports terminology, it's shit seats. That's it.
it's
It's
shit
terrible.
seats.
It's seats. Yeah,
It, it's
it's good.
it was good seats though because the stadiums that they had were really nice, so we could still see everything.
Nice.
And it was still packed. Um, Side note, shout out to France because whenever a French player came on the screen, boy,
They
that
went back
stadium
wild.
was rocking, rocking. It don't matter what they came on for. If they were just, if it was for shot put, high jump, whatever. As soon as they showed some guy from France, stadium was crazy. But um, but no, we got hospitality because we were sitting in our seats just chilling. And my boy Nick was like, "Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom." We was like, "All right, cool." So he goes to the bathroom. Me and Trent still sitting up there. We hadn't met with Andrew yet. And then Nick writes us and he's like, "Yo, I'm in this hospitality suite called the Belvedere Lounge. Come down here." I'm like,
What?
how do you get the
You went to
Belvedere
the
Lounge?
toilet.
Yeah, how'd you get the Belvedere Lounge? So me and Trent was like, "All right, well, let's go down and see what he's doing." So we walk down, we can't find him. He opens up this little side door. He's like, "Yo, come in here." I was like, "All right." So we go in there and it was just a hospitality suite. And I was like, "How'd you get in here?" He was like, "Yeah, I was walking back and the door was just open and nobody, there was no security or nothing. So I just walked in." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So we sat in the hospitality suite. We closed the door behind us. There was beers in there. We drank them. Uh, we I took some little hospitality keychains and little cards and like a big old thick Paris magazine, hospitality. We were sitting in like some lazy boy seats, watching the races through the glass window. It was a nice old time. It was a nice time. So
So you've said this confidently back at home in England.
yeah. I didn't mention none of this till I was out the
Nothing.
country.
so
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what was the real reason they held you up at the airport, Nick?
No, I ain't had nothing to do with hospitality. No. But yeah, we was in there just chilling. We had it was like no one came in there to check. No one said anything. No one
Damn.
came in there to
No,
check
but
on
like,
us.
didn't the hospitality have like a host?
No, not the. I think it was because it was the morning sessions. No one's really in the because most people are going to pay top money to go see those gold medal
Ah.
races.
So you know
So it
what?
was
So they're
just
probably open. So you know what? So those people that went in the evening session went to their sweet box and it was empty, cleared out, and they were
bro.
like,
We was in
"You
there.
did."
It was a tub full of like beers and drinks and stuff on ice. We were just like, we just cracked them open. Had a few. Uh, it was like
Did you
private
just
Wi-Fi. I was on the
did
Wi-Fi chilling.
did you discuss what happened if someone walked in?
Oh, you know what we gonna do, baby? We stupid Americans. We don't know no better. I'm a dumb foreigner. I'm a stupid American. That's what we say. That's what we were like. If anything happens, we're just dumb Americans. We're just stupid Americans. We're gonna get out. Hey man,
Oh, sorry, wrong
that's
door, wrong door.
yeah. That stereotype works. That's what I'm gonna do every time my country. Oh, I'm sorry, but stupid Americans, man. You know how we are, man. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and get out of here, man. I'm sorry. You know, Americans, man. You can't take them anywhere. Let me go ahead and get out. So, but yeah, we did that. Bought some little knickknacks with like a little cool Paris shirt and stuff. Went to the don't know the name of it. I think it's called some like the Circure, like the Square Louise Michel. It's like some little it's like some castle thing. I don't know what it is. We walked up 1,000 steps to that. It's like one of the top landmarks. Um, but that's all we did. Oh shit. But yeah, we did that. Uh, we went to they had like this mall where they had like an indoor 3-on-3 football court, like sponsored by Adidas.
Yeah, I
So
saw that.
so yeah, we went to go watch some guys do that. Watch some kids. It was like a little tournament that was going on. Um, so we did that. Uh, then the next day we went to the gold medal match.
Yeah,
Uh,
you went
the
to the football.
to the football. It was at the Parc de Prince where PSG plays, I believe,
Yeah.
as well as the French team. Um, and it was France versus Spain. Uh, we were high up. We were in the nosebleeds, but the way that stadium is built, it goes up. It doesn't go back. So even though we
So
were like kind of
it's a high
high,
rise. It's a high
yeah,
rise
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I know exactly what
So
you mean.
even though we were high, the seats were amazing. You could see everything very clearly. I got some good videos, good photos.
Nice. I
Um,
saw your high rise. So yeah, those stadiums are built differently. Like they don't go back, they go up. So it's
yeah, they
pretty
go
cool.
up. So, but it was cool. Um, that stadium was rocking. Uh, Paris ended up losing, but it wasn't until the second half of the
France
overtime.
ended up losing, not
Sorry,
Paris.
sorry. France ended up losing. Um, but it was in the second half of the extra time that they just lost their steam. But before that, man, it was a good game. I think they lost 5-3 to Spain.
Mm.
But every goal that France scored, man, that stadium was crazy, 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 crazy. Um, like people were going crazy at one point, like because the ground was shaking. I was like, man, this stadium is gonna fall down, bro. This is just wild. I've been to some few. I haven't been to like a like a top European League football match before. But until then, that was the best game I've ever been to. The stadium was
Nice.
rocking. The people were turned up. They loved that damn team. That's for damn sure. Um, we did like a little bike ride. We got on the little Uber line bikes, drove around, went past the Eiffel Tower, saw that. There was a lot of people there. It was pretty cool. Uh, it was all we saw like it all lit up. I think like once every hour it had like these little lights to shine up or
Mm.
whatever. Um, we went to this bar. Well, we met this girl at we was like at some little bar. We stopped like to get a drink. Met this girl. I forgot her name. She added me on Instagram, but she was like so oh yeah, I travel all around the world with DJs. When she said that, I was like, yeah, I know what kind of girl you are. Ain't nobody just traveling with
Yeah.
DJs as
You
friends.
travel
And,
around.
you not
Yeah,
a
you.
DJ? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
You are, unfortunately, you are part of the set
Yeah, 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 yeah,
in a
yeah.
different way.
Yeah. We didn't say it, but we knew. Like, all right, okay. But she invited us to like this little one of her DJ friends was having like a little DJ set, kind of little club
That's
vibe,
when you
whatever.
went out that one night. Yeah, I remember
So
that.
we went and me, Trent, and Nick, and we met up with Andrew. And we're there, and a lot of their clubs are like you go downstairs or like underground, hot as
Mm.
balls in there.
Damn.
So me, Trent, and Nick are sitting in this corner, and we just so happened to know, like when we came in, we saw the girl we met. We spoke to her. She introduced us to her friend, introduced her like some other girl. We was like, all right, we're gonna go chill over here in this little corner, like this little booth, get us some drinks, because there wasn't really a lot of people in there.
Mm.
So as we're sitting there chilling, we start noticing it's a lot of guys in here. It's a lot of guys. But I was like, I'm me. I don't want to say it, but well, Nick didn't really notice it, but I feel like he was white. Me and Trent are me and Trent's me and Trent's Negro senses were tingling.
No. Okay,
So
all
I'm
right.
like,
I see.
so I was like, okay. So, but we noticing like groups of guys are coming in, and then we were just like, okay, we ain't really saying nothing. And like, granted, I'm with Lucy. I wouldn't try to really do nothing with no women, but it's also I don't want to be in the club and it's a sausage
No,
fest,
yeah, it's a cockfest. Get out of there.
right? So it was just a lot of dudes, a lot of
Mm.
guys. Me and Trent just noticing like groups of like 4 and 5 guys walking in. It was like 2 or 3 girls that I seen, but it was a lot of dudes. So I was like, okay. And first strike was some group of guys walked past, and me and Trent caught them like oddly staring at us.
Yeah, you got to get out. This is not. This is not. This is what.
So
No.
so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Mm.
I was like, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I was like, all right, for me and Trent were talking. That's strike one. Strike one. Strike two. Nick and Andrew meet up. They find some guys that they're cool with, and the guys come over and they talking to us, and they go to Trent. And it's like, oh man, hey, how you doing? and they put the guy puts his hand on Trent's shoulder and kind of like squeezes it a bit. You know, it's too much that I wouldn't do normally. So
Mhm.
Trent was like, "That's strike
Especially,
two." It was a
yeah,
look.
there's things like, and
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with what's happening here. It's just that you just, yeah, we're not batting for the same team,
yeah,
so
nah,
we've got it.
nah,
Yeah, so
nah.
yeah, so like, and as much as we don't want to be there, they don't want us there, because yeah, there we go. So
Well,
they
but I'm
want
also
us
thinking
there.
like it's Paris, and Paris is good for Paris. They get nasty in France, from what I've been told. The men and women, from what I've been told from locals, they get nasty in France. So the door's open for everybody. But so anyways, it was like, all right, that's strike two. The guy was a little too much touchy feely. It was like, all right. Me and Trent sitting there drinking, and he didn't notice it, but I looked up and I saw two dudes kissing, and I said, "Yep, that's strike three. We are out of here." So I finished my drink and we left. I was like, "Yep, I'm out. I'm out." So it was never like it's confirmed if it was a gay club or anything, but the vibes were strong. So no, we
Yeah.
got out. We got out. Um, we went
Look, look,
to
look,
after.
look. Hold on though. If you feeling down, if you feeling down and you low on confidence as a straight guy, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
and you feeling low on confidence, you've been dumped, you don't know what to do, you just like, the world hates me. Go to a gay club.
they'll
You
make you
will
feel
feel
like a
you will
if
feel you will feel you deserve something. You will
you
walk
a
out
bad
there. You
bitch.
might not you might not do anything. You might be like, what, I don't like guys, but you'll go there and you will feel appreciated. You
Yeah,
will feel appreciated. You'll be like, I am sexy, motherfucker, and you walk out, and you
yeah.
then you fine. So yeah, that is like, how like we always say, like, oh, girls always like lift each other up. Guys lift each other up in a different way. And if you're feeling low, as I said it, I was like, no, not like that. But if you are feeling like if you have your normal mates and you'd be like, yeah, bro, you're gonna be okay, yeah, bro, yeah. No, no, like, and you'll be like, yo, bro, we love you, you fine, bro, you good. But go into a gay bar and you'll be like, damn, bro, people actually appreciate me. Like they like, you look at it and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, I got this. And you go out and you got a sense of confidence back. You got yourself confidence back. Because
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's all. So no
So
no no problems there for sure.
yeah. But after that we went to Anderson Paak is? He's like that song Smoking Out the Window with Bruno Mars?
Yes.
He's the other guy.
Okay. He's featuring
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah. Well, in that song they're a group. It's called Silk Sonic. So he's not featuring in that song. They're together. But it's Bruno
Okay.
Mars and Anderson Paak. But Anderson Paak has a bunch of music and stuff. And he had a DJ set. Uh DJ Pee Wee was his name.
I've heard of
So we
that.
went to that, which was cool, except for the show was supposed to start at 10, right? Doors open at 10. And then, of course, it's going to be like a little opening girl. It was a girl that came on with like a guitar, kind of getting everybody, started. She got off at 11, right? So 10 to 11, this girl was on. I don't know her name. So normally you're like, all right, Anderson Paak is going to come on, maybe 30 minutes. The man didn't show up to about 2 a.m.
Ah.
Yes, it's about 2 a.m.
Bye
Mind you,
bye. Mm-mm.
in this club that we're in, it was boiling hot. Everybody was sweaty. We met a lot of people from like we got cool with some guys from Morocco. We met this cool couple from Atlanta. Shout out to Justin. Uh, but like we had some beers and drinks before Pat came on. Everybody was sober because you sweated all that out. Everybody was sober, and it was like this one girl was like, she complained, she's like, oh, she's because somebody bumped her. He's like, oh, he's so sweaty. And her boyfriend looked at and her boyfriend looked at it, and his shirt was drenched. And he was like, babe, we
Damn.
all sweaty. Everybody's sweaty in here. Like everybody's sweaty. Pat came on. It was a good set, but God, he came on late. The French club scene, I wasn't a fan of for two reasons.
Yeah.
One, Soldier Boy's Crank That came on. I know you know that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nobody cranked it. I was pissed. No, there was no Supermans in the
What?
crowd. Nobody,
What?
nobody. Superman don't know hoes. Nobody
What?
cranked it. Nobody.
Oh man,
Nobody.
I'm white and I can crank it.
Trent and Nick were the only ones in there cranking it. I was pissed. I
No,
was
I'm upset
pissed.
about that.
And then Juvenile song came on, Back That Ass Up, which is like, at least in the US, that's like a top tier twerk song. You know, when that song come on,
Yeah.
the doom, doom, doom. And back home, as soon as those first notes come on, men and women are looking for each other because booties is about to be bouncing. All right. Now, I'm with my girl. I wasn't looking to get twerked on. All right. I didn't want to step across that line, but I was gonna look. You know, I'm still gonna watch. No asses were backed up. No booties bounced. No back. Trent went to some girl to be like, "Hey, you wanna dance?" And she was like, "Yeah." Him thinking, "Oh, she about to bounce that ass on me." Nah, she just started doing like a little two-step club dance. And he was like, "Nah, never mind. Don't even worry about it."
Wrong message. Bye bye.
Yeah. So but yeah, so that was going on. I know we're getting crunched on time. Uh, the Spain stuff I could talk about next time because that's short.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Lastly, I do want to talk about one more thing. I know we're going over an hour, but it's one more thing. We saw like the Arc de Triomphe. Got a bunch of pictures. The last thing I want to talk about is the basketball, the men's basketball,
That was
and
nice.
we didn't go to the game because those tickets were crazy expensive, and the stadium is like smaller, crazy expensive. I know Andrew went to the women's match, but we didn't go to any of them. So we went to the first. We went to this pub. It was called forgot airport something. I forgot, but it was like an old airplane hangar that they turned into like a big. One side was like a bar with three bars and like a big screen TVs and everything. The other side was like international food stalls, like
Oh,
from a bunch of different countries. You could eat in the middle, and they also had uh like a vinyl record shop. There was a board game shop in there. I went to go check it out. Of course, all the games were in French. They had like a little tattoo part. It was cool. It was a nice little spot. But anyways, we went to one of the sides to go watch uh, the USA versus Serbia. And if you go back to watch the Olympic game, Serbia was kicking the USA's ass, right?
yeah. You
Now,
guys were down a bit, down by
yeah,
16 points.
we were not looking good. So, mind you, before this, every event that we've been to, of course, we're cheering on USA. That's the only time that I'm patriotic is when we're in the Olympics, because past that, I can't stand the USA. But when we're in the Olympics, I'm rooting for you. I'm America, baby, USA. But and then if the USA wasn't playing, we would root for France because we're like, it's the home country. We're
No,
here, we rocking with y'all,
never.
we rooting for y'all.
No,
We go to
no.
this basketball game.
Mm-mm.
Well, our thing is like we in enemy territory. Ain't trying to create no bad vibes. I can't
Yeah,
beat up
that's
every
okay.
French
I'll
guy.
just shut the fuck up. I ain't rooting for nobody. I ain't
Well,
rooting nothing, bro.
so
Not a
so
chance.
we were trying to be nice until this Serbia basketball game. So we go to watch it. We're watching the game on this big screen TV. It's a lot of people in there, and the we're losing, and all the French people are like, "Let's go Serbia!" Like getting pumped up for Serbia, and I'm like, "Oh, the disrespect is crazy in here." So, anyways, the USA came back. We won. So after the game, me, Andrew, Trent, and Nick, we're running around. Let's go Serbia! Let's go Serbia! Like fucking with people. You remember? Because they're like, y'all. Remember it was Let's Go Serbia until we won. They ain't like that. But they ain't said nothing. It's cool. We go back to the same place to go watch the USA versus France men's basketball final. Right? The place we were in was packed. We had good seats, but it was packed. And I think us four were the only Americans in a pool of about 300 French, and we were talking shit. But every time they would score, they were talking shit. Oh, I was on their head every time. Cause like every time like France would score, they'll go yay, and then every time we would score, I would go yay, but no one said nothing. I'll be looking around like I know. Why aren't we keeping the same energy? You got some food, don't you?
Carry on, Nick. I just want to open the door quickly. I'm just opening downstairs.
Yeah, yeah,
Carry
yeah,
on, carry on, carry on.
yeah, yeah. But so yeah, we what was I gonna say? Yeah, we was enemy territory. Uh, people were getting pissed, not like pissed that they was gonna put our hands on us or anything, but uh, people were getting pissed, and I was talking shit. Um, rooting for LeBron, rooting for KD. But if anybody watches basketball, the last 5 minutes of that basketball game, there's a guy for the U.S. Some people call him the baby-faced assassin.
Oh, Mr.
He's
Stephen
known as a
Curry.
chef. He's a chef. He puts people in countries to sleep to night.
Mhm.
He shimmies and he likes to shoot balls from different postcodes. All right,
The 3-pointer. That man can shoot
this
3-pointers from different
the
continents.
last 2-3 minutes, that man went off, went crazy, shooting. The French people we were around, they were like, we can't even be mad. Like
No, you can't.
every shot, I was like, bang, bang. Oh, they were getting pissed. Oh, they was getting pissed.
And no one
Man,
can fight you though. That's the most irritating thing about you is that you're 6'10". You're over 120 kgs and you just walk around going bang, bang. You're an intimidating human being. This guy, these people are just going, oh fuck, I can't even say anything because he's just gonna wind me up.
They were pissed. I was like, yeah. Then we won. Mind you, I was wearing you ever seen like those thrift shop USA stereotypical shirt? Had like a bald eagle and a flag on it. Yeah. Oh, I was rocking that shirt. Oh boy, I was like, y'all hate us because y'all ain't us. You just mad because you can't be American. Oh, I was giving it to them. I was like, remember last week, let's go Serbia, right? Remember let's go Serbia, right? Well, you can go sit next to Serbia. Oh man, we were. Andrew's like, you got to calm down. I was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't calming shit down. Oh, I was in it. I was in their face. I shook some guys were like, oh, they shook my hand. But no, some of the guys was like standing next to me when France was doing something and they were hooping and hollering. I was like, okay, don't worry. Because in the first quarter, France was doing amazing. And they were in there talking shit to us. But I was like, it's cool. I was like, you do realize it's 4 quarters in this game. I got the first
one person. I have learned my lesson. I do not talk until after that final whistle. You could talk smack between before the game starts. You'd be like, yeah, I think we got this. I think we can give them trouble. I think when that game starts, I do not talk. My phone is away. I am just sitting there going, we've got to make it happen. You can't talk smack when it's like the first quarter or the first half. You can't do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter what the score is. Like you don't know what's going to happen. Someone could come in, and that's what happened. Stephen Curry came in and he just dropped those threes and silenced the crowd.
Yeah, man. Oh, they were. It was amazing. I had an amazing time. We met some guys from randomly met some guys from Sacramento after the game. And they were like, let's go USA. They hate us because they ain't us. I was like, yeah, let's go. I was pumped. I loved that shit. That was a core memory for me right there.
I would love to see this side of Nick because I'd never seen this side of Nick. Because Nick is just a really calm person. And then he's seen this side of me when I've watched Arsenal and the Springboks, where I've gone pumped crazy.
And the thing is, I would have been fine, but they were talking so much shit that was pissing me off. If granted, they're at home, it's their country, I get it. But if they weren't talking so much shit, it would have been chill, it would have been cool, calm, and collected. But they were out there talking like, because everything that was like, oh yeah, we got Wimby. We don't care because your dude is 7'8". He only weighed 40 kilos. We're gonna move him out the way. He's gonna get his little points when he's close. But Wimby can't back down.
It.
Yeah, he can't stop LeBron. It's a fucking tank. And then he can't come out there with Curry because Curry's standing over in the next country shooting shots. So whatever, I was pumped. Uh, but yeah, outside of that, man, we had a ball. I was supposed to go to wrestling. We got too drunk, stayed out till like 7 a.m. We missed that. Um, I went to the break dancing. I didn't see your girl Ray Gun.
My
I didn't
girl.
see that.
Why are you saying
The
my girl?
Australia chick. Well, I just meant like in general, your girl. The Australian
What's that?
chick. I didn't see
No.
her. No. I'm not saying like your girl. Sorry. I'm
Uh,
just like like, oh, it's your boy.
okay.
You
It's
know.
your boy. Yeah, I got it. I got what
Yeah.
you're saying. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't see her, but I feel bad about the breakdancing because people were
Yeah.
like, breakdancing is not going to be in LA. And a lot of people were attributing this to she was trash. Fair enough.
No,
She
but it
was
was never.
trash.
It was never going to make it. It was only for Paris, and before Paris
I
2020, before Paris Olympics, it was out for LA. It wasn't going to be happening.
Okay. Well, the thing about it was that I felt bad for. People were slagging off the breakdancer. If you removed her, because I watched some of the break, some people are like, oh, it's not no black people. There was a lot of black people in this breakdancing. If you removed her, the people from Japan, France, and the US were break
Yeah, that's
dancing.
predominantly where they
They
have
were
they
they
have the
were killing
breakdancing
it.
competitions.
It was a black dude from France. His name was Danny Dan. That dude was balling on the stage. I don't know the Japanese dudes, but he was cool. The American guy, like if you removed the viral chick, that
Yeah,
breakdancer would have shined a lot more. It was just
yeah.
she was just terrible. She looked like me
It's
out
just
there.
not. It's just not an Olympic aspect. It's not. It's not something people don't become a breakdancer because they want to be an Olympian.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
such
really
a
be like I'm an
strange.
athlete.
It's yeah. It's not. It's just a, and it's not taking away from the athletic apart from it, but it's not something like like they've made cricket an Olympic sport in LA, and I think that's the dumbest thing because people don't play cricket to become an Olympian, and that's why I still disagree with soccer being an Olympic sport. Yeah, sevens rugby. That's how sevens rugby actually started and became a popular sport around the world. It gives a lot more of the smaller nations to show their rugby talents. But football and cricket should be very far away from the Olympics. You don't
I,
become you don't become those people to be an Olympian. Olympian's a special thing for special athletics, like track and field. If you're a 100-meter sprinter, you are fighting to become an Olympian to be the Olympic champion.
I don't mind football in it solely because and my only reason it is, which I found out in Paris, because teams don't send their top guys.
No, they send the
A
under
lot of it
23
is
side.
it's your under 23s, and I think you're allowed three or four over, because like it's your under 23s, but France had Lacazette, who's like
Yeah,
30
yeah.
or something. So you can have like X amount of older guys, but I like it for the young guys. A nice cool tournament. You're under 23s. I'm down with that. When I didn't
Yeah.
know that until we got to Paris, but I was
Yeah,
like,
it's always
okay,
been
that's
like
cool.
that, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that's
so
cool.
I
That's why I
get
was like, I can deal with that.
yeah. I get that it's an under 23 event and you can have your older players in a certain amount, but it's still like it takes that you've just had the Euros and you're just like, yeah, but you've had the AFCON, you've just had the CAF, not the CAF, the Copa America. So you just had these big tournaments, and you're like, I don't know. It's a bit of like a stepchild or an awkward situation for the Olympics because like it's just
Well,
not something that's
the way that
yeah.
stadium was sold out, you
Yeah.
can't tell
That's
me they
yeah, yeah.
showed
That
up
was
for that
that was
shit.
because France is a footballing nation. You know,
Yeah.
that's because France is a footballing nation, and like you've had the Olympics in London, Brazil, London, France, and all those places like football. They
Yeah.
fall in love with football. So it's going to be really interesting to see if like LA sells out the football and Brisbane
LA's gonna be terrible.
of all fucking places. 2032 is in Brisbane. And I'm not so sure
Uh,
people know where fucking Brisbane is, but it's in Australia on the west coast. And it's in the fucking middle of nowhere. So
well,
people getting to Brisbane, like if you think about Australia's a fucking desert. And like
yeah.
10%, 90% of the population live in 10% of Australia. So Brisbane
Right.
is, even Australians are going, guys, you really chose Brisbane? Like, come on
Well,
now.
I will say for LA, I'm just gonna wrap this up. I do have a joke though. But for LA, it's gonna be. I'm curious because one, LA doesn't have like a subway system.
Oh,
So I don't know how people are gonna get around. I've lived in LA. LA
yeah.
is expensive. Granted, like Paris is probably expensive, but a lot of the stuff was very affordable. I don't see LA being affordable for a lot of people, for like your average fan. Um,
Yeah.
LA in July is going to be hot. Now, I know they had it in Rio and other places, like I know that's hot, but LA is a concrete city. So, and that concrete heats the fuck up. So I don't know how they're going to do that. The homeless population, which I don't think is too bad, but it does get bad. But especially around a lot of those stadiums, it's a lot of homeless people. So don't know how they're going to sort that out. Of course, they have the facilities to hold events, 1,000 stadiums in
Mm.
LA. But yeah, I'm not
It's
sure
it's,
how they're going to do it.
hopefully they build like a
So yeah.
tram system.
There's a mini one. There's a mini tram system in LA, but it won't get you to a lot of places you need to go,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah. So um we're well over an hour. Uh
Well,
I
that's
do got
fine.
some gems
It's catch
for
up.
yeah, I do got some gems for Spain that
Yeah.
I with Lanzarote.
That
But
way,
that
we
won't
can
take
be.
that long.
So we can label this like Nick Travels Part 1, Nick Travels Part 2.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
next
yeah, yeah, yeah.
episode.
This Spain stuff is silly. I got it. I got another vent session about the Germans and the Brits.
All
So
right.
we'll do that on the next episode. So yeah.
All right. So what's your dad joke?
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Where do sheep get their hair cut?
Nick, come on. At the barber.
Oh, you knew that at the Baba shop. Ah, shit. Well, that was the only one I had. That was my one shot that I missed.
Somebody asked me what to do with leftover bacon. I'd never heard such
What
a
do you
thing.
do?
I'd never heard such a thing.
Leftover.
Leftover bacon? Who are you?
Who has leftover bacon?
Sis, you should be expelled for that.
I seen a video of some white lady. She was like, I have a recipe here on what you can do with next day cake or leftover cake. And people was like, leftover cake? Leftover cake is cake for tomorrow. You finish that tomorrow.
Yeah, leave that alone in the fridge, then go away. That's my piece of cake.
It might be.
Put it in some
That's
recipe.
like it could be breakfast or it could be lunch. No leftover cake.
Yeah. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's called leftover cake for a reason. Put it back in the fridge, baby. It's not that. It doesn't belong in some flipping recipe.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah. Solid episode, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm done traveling. My dad will be here in a few weeks. Gonna take him to London and stuff. I start my new job. I should. Oh.
Let's do it. Let's put your dad on the podcast.
Yeah. I'm about to have a talk with him though, because he can be very unfiltered at times. But
yeah, you got a new job, and we can find out more next episode because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm worried about my dad because my dad told me before he doesn't know how to talk to white people.
So Lucy's family.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, because wait until he walks into Wirral, because there's fucking no black people there, bro. It is just white. Even I'm uncomfortable. In general, I've said this.
I took him to a football match before I came to the UK and in the States, and one of my friends has like season tickets to our like local team. They're like the B League of the MLS. Of course, my friends are white. It was like some black people there, but like my friends are white, and I took him to the game. He had a great time. He's never been to a football match. Got some beers, but he was kind of quiet the whole time. And I was like, after the game, I was like, why are you so quiet? Usually you talk. And he was just like, I don't know what to say to white people. He's like, I just don't know how to talk to white people. So it's gonna be interesting when he gets here. I'm about to have a chat with him. I've been telling him, like, dude, just talk. But he's like, I don't know what's offensive or what I can say, what I can't say.
Oh man, your dad has to be on an episode because it's just gonna be funny. Because I'll just be like, so you can just have free reign. That's okay. You can say whatever you want. I'm cool.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I got him coming, and then, but outside of that, man, I'm not on a plane until November. But that's to go home. for Thanksgiving. Not like a
Yeah.
big travel session. But yeah, man. But the games are on. I'm pretty sure. I'm hungry. I'm about to throw some stuff on the body. What do y'all call it
Nice.
in a braai? I'm about to do a braai.
Yes,
Uh,
you throw something on the barbie.
throw something
You
on the
throw something on
body.
the barbie.
uh,
Or
yeah, I
we having
got.
ons no braai. That's what an Afrikaans person will say. Ons no braai. Ons no
I
braai.
got you. So
And there will be a lot of
we
South
about to go.
Africans braaiing today because it's rugby today as
Nice.
well.
Well, the
Yes.
game is on. Me and Lucy about to
Yeah.
blow up the air mattress and just be horizontal for the rest of the day.
Nice. That
I'm gonna
sounds good.
go put some stuff on the grill. Bing bang boom. So yeah, man. Um,
Awesome.
I know I talked about 98% of this episode, but that's cool. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
we
it's
here.
your travels.
Yeah,
I haven't heard about them, and I want to hear about them.
yeah. When I talk to you about Spain, I'm not even gonna tell you off the pod. Spain, it'll be a good episode.
Good.
And then I'll be done with my travels. But yeah, man. Shall I wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right. This is episode 31.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, 31.
Yep. Episode 31 of the biggest, belliest Pats. Yeah, man. It's been an amazing episode. We back at it.
We're
Back on
at
a normal schedule. Hopefully, my new job will be a normal Monday to Friday, so they should start to come out consistently on the same day. You can put that
Yes.
blame on me. So, but yeah, Big Belly Pats, we out.
Cheers.